Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We were, Coach Mondragon and I were just kind of chit-chatting here, and lunch today, hot dog and mustard, the tater tots, pork and beans, and pineapple slices at the
Pineapple
Artesia
slices.
Today. Senior meal site, green chili chicken enchiladas, lettuce, tomatoes, Spanish rice, pinto beans, and some chocolate pudding at the senior meal site today. So that's what they're having for lunch. Coach Mondragon's here, and last week you had a little road trip, went up to Pewaukee, and then further up the hill to Los Alamos.
Yes, sir.
What was that overall trip like, just going to those northern New Mexico gyms and schools?
Well, it's fun getting away, and I really enjoy road trips with our guys because two things. It allows you to really see where you're at, get battle tested, handle adversity, things like that, and then just get to know your guys a little more. You know, you get a little more personal with them. You're there with them more. You get to see who they are kind of as kids and as young men rather than just basketball guys. But, I mean, we came out Friday. I thought we did a great job. Never really took the lead until late in the third again. Thought we did a good job of just staying the course, doing what we do, and finding ourselves, and found a way to win the game. Shot free throws really well. Guarded pretty much the whole game pretty well. So did a lot of good things. And then went up the road. People don't realize Los Alamos, they got a big 6'10" kid. And if anybody saw the film, he was 6'10". Every bit of 6'10", probably 260. I mean, he was a big body. Hadn't really been playing a lot for them lately, but I guess talking to their coach, he had been missing some practices, and now he's kind of figured it out. Now he's playing, and they're definitely a lot better with him in the game, but still had chances. Did some knucklehead stuff in the first half, and then we shot 4 of 15 or 4 of 16 from the free throw line and lost by 2. So that, I mean, if you lose by a 2-point game, and you look at the free throw line percentage, it obviously is an ugly number. I think that's down in the 20%. I mean, that's not very good. But, again, got better. Really showed you some resiliency there. Got down as much as 13-14. Was down 6 with under 30 seconds and still gave ourselves a chance with Nick Sanchez at the free throw line to shoot free throws to tie the game. So we just didn't make them. But we're getting better. We're improving. Guys are. I mean, what's really nice is we're working on things in practice, and it's carrying over to the game. So you see that continuity that you need to be successful. The big word again for us is consistency. We got to be more consistent, and that's just something that just comes with practice and more playing time, and we're getting battle tested, and you know, we're getting ready for district. Here we are. I mean, Gene, here we are. I remember sitting here in November or December talking about the tournament, and we're 2 weeks away from starting district, 2 weeks from Friday. Yeah. So very good weekend. Obviously, we want to win both those games with the 4A teams, but pleased with where our guys battled back and played, and had a good practice yesterday, and now we're getting ready for another big weekend up in Albuquerque.
You know, you talked about the free throws, and, of course, Nick goes to the line, pressure, you know, has to hit all 3 to tie the game, and he missed the first one. Hits the second one, so then you call throw it up there hard and let's try to get a rebound play.
Sir.
Do you ever get a chance to practice that? Because and have you ever seen where that's? I mean, you got to try it.
Oh, yes,
There's no question you got to try it. But have you ever seen where that's really worked?
You know, we haven't really, and I have. I mean, basketball is a funny game. I mean, I say it's a fickle game all the time because you never know. I mean, it's a game of runs, and what was hard there is, Nick missed the first, so now we got to make the second, because if we don't make the second, it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
But he made the second, and then, we call a timeout, and we set up, and they have a big 6'10" kid, so I'm like, okay, we need to make sure we try to miss on the opposite side, but the rule is you got to hit the rim, because you can't just hit the backboard. So it's something, you don't really spend a whole lot of time practicing those things, because the chances of those happening are very slim, and we tried our best, but again, the 6'10" kid just went up and just cleaned the glass. I mean, he just grabbed the ball, and it's like my poor Riley and Peyton and Darius and those guys are 6'1", 6'2". It's like,
and they're looking up.
It's like, okay, what do you do? But it's tough. I mean, you obviously want to make those, and you just can't. The biggest thing, you can't put yourself in that situation, and especially on the road, it's so hard. People don't realize in basketball, it's so hard, and it's every sport. It's so hard playing on the road. But even then, you going up there, you hit the altitude, you hit, the overnight trip, staying in a hotel, the fans, I mean, just unfamiliar environment. And our guys handle it well. I mean, we always are going to hear me say this, and I've told you this since you've been a head coach. And, it's ain't about what they do. It's what we do. And I thought we did a good job of that. We just got to get more consistent.
Yeah.
Because you can't spot a team on the road 14 points or shoot that bad of free throws on the road, that bad a percentage, and expect to be in the game consistently.
Because you get down a certain number of points, and you if they just match you the rest of the way, you're never catching up.
Right.
And so you got to go on some long runs. Hope Christian tournament is this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever coached or played at Hope Christian? What do you know about their
when I was in Moriarty, I played there. We played there in the summer. I've never played a regular season game in Hope Christian High School. It is a smaller court. It's a smaller gym. People will see that when they see on Thursday. But it's a fun. I just wanted to get up north. Two things. I love it because it gets us ready for state tournament. It's basically, if you think about it, this will be the same weekend the state basketball tournament is in March. Getting up there, we're leaving Wednesday afternoon. We're going to stay the weekend, kind of get that routine of what we're going to do for state. It's a 4A tournament. We get to play Shiprock first at 1:30 on Thursday. On the bottom half, you've got Taos in St. Pius. On the top half, you've got Hope in Bloomfield, and then West Las Vegas and Hot Springs. So everybody there is 4A except West Las Vegas and Hot Springs, which those two teams are predominantly in the state championship or, win their district. So it's a good tournament for us to get up north, see some northern teams, get the hotel, the Albuquerque stay. I really this is going to be our first year going, but that's why I put on the schedule last year, was getting used to getting up there and handling that Albuquerque trip, and that where it becomes kind of like our second home. When you get to the state tournament, that's what we're used to doing.
Don't leave the trailer unguarded.
I saw some
Oh, my
of that.
gosh. There's just all kinds of craziness going on up there.
Well, people are crazy now, man.
Yeah.
And Albuquerque, we lived in Albuquerque, me and my wife, when I was coaching in Moriarty for 4 years. And I'll be honest with you, I really enjoyed Albuquerque. People, if you stay we were in the Northeast Heights, it was nice. We really didn't get out of our area. But I enjoyed it because, the airport's right there. What can you ask for restaurant-wise? They have everything there, entertainment-wise. And our guys really I like getting up to Albuquerque because, like I said, that's where they host the state tournament. And you've got to get used to being up there, getting used to that hotel, handling that trip, handling all those things we just talked about when you're on the road to have success. Because if you're going to win a state championship, you've got to win 3 games in 4 days in Albuquerque. And that's what we're trying to do. We're going to go up there and try to win 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I know our boys are. They get out of school. They're lucky. I tell them, heck, they were, we missed last Friday. We went up to Pewaukee. We didn't have school last Monday.
Right.
This week, they get to go to school today or yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and then we leave. So I'm like, man, you guys are on an extended vacation.
That's right.
But
That's right.
It's fun.
Coming off a
yes,
Christmas
sir.
break.
Yes, sir.
So, well, that's good. Everybody healthy? Because that's always been a big challenge, not just normal everyday basketball stuff, but with COVID, I know Chaparral was really affected by it because they had to cancel some games here this last few days. But is everybody healthy? Everybody in good shape?
Yes, sir. Everybody's good. Luckily, thank God we're blessed. COVID had really hit our team, and our kids have kind of been sick, but nothing with COVID. And injury-wise, we're getting healthy. We had some ankles. We had some JV guys go down with ankles, but they won't be making the trip. So they actually get 10 days off to give a little time to heal. But varsity-wise, we're probably as healthy as we've ever been. We're getting that. We're starting to figure it out. We're starting to get some momentum going. We got 2 more weeks, and then here comes district. So, yes, everybody's healthy. Everybody's excited. I knock on wood because you never know with this COVID and things like that.
I know.
And things going on. It's just crazy with what's going on right now.
You mentioned district in a couple of weeks. Have you kind of looked at how Portales and Lovington and Goddard are doing at this point in their seasons?
Yes, sir. Goddard got a huge win in the Ruidoso tournament. They actually beat Taos, who was ranked number 2 in the state. So they got him in overtime. So they're finding themselves. I know Noah Reese has been banged up. He's probably getting healthy. Lovington went up there with us. They actually beat Los Alamos by 2 and beat Pewaukee by 5. So very similar scores. Very athletic, very talented team. And then Portales, really hadn't seen much of them. They kind of stay in their little corner over there and play some Texas teams. Haven't really seen them. But our district's going to be tough, Gene. It always is. We've got really good coaches in our district that really take pride in their programs, really take pride in what they do and the product they put on the court. But I definitely would say Lovington and Goddard are going to be tough. Portales is probably behind them if I had to base on scores. But again, excuse me, they're good. I mean, all their teams are good. So it's just a matter of who's getting healthy, staying healthy, making sure COVID don't hit your program, making sure your kids are peaking at the right time.
Yeah. Now, next week, you've got Roswell. I think the boys and girls are going up to Roswell on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
And both those programs are down a little bit. That's a little surprising.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. You go for the runs where I think, when Roswell was still in our district, they went I think they were 8 or 9 in a row state tournaments, 6 or 7 in a row district championships. Until that year we had Taylor Nolan them. We kind of took that throne from them. But they're down. They've lost some kids. I know they had a big senior heavy group last year. But Coach Barola's son was in that group. And I know their freshmen, going to be sophomores, are really good. They just don't have a lot of varsity experience. And I'm not for sure about the girls because obviously we don't follow the girls like we do the boys.
Yeah.
But it's Roswell. They're getting better. They've got very successful programs. I mean, they have a very successful football program, and anytime they've got athletes, you've got a chance. So they're definitely not as good as they've been. But they're not a pushover by no means.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to have a Hagerman or Lake Arthur on our schedule. No, I'm joking. Those games aren't good for your schedule. Those games don't help you get better.
And Roswell does.
And all these games do, Gene. I mean, that's why our schedule is one of the toughest in the state because we know we've got to put a schedule together that's going to get us ready for district and state. And it's not going to get you better beating a team by 30. That Carlsbad game on Tuesday. Anybody watch that game? I mean, how many 6'8", 6'6" are you going to face in 4A? We just saw 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to help us because the lineups that Carlsbad have and the Hobbses have and the Roswells have are going to help push us and expose us to make us work on the things we need to work on. Because you know how it is. And kids, Gene, I don't care what you said. Kids don't learn from wins. I mean, they're like, oh, we won. Why are you telling me this stuff? I don't need to not worry about me. Heck, we won, Coach. Whereas when you lose, they're a lot more prone to listen to you and say, oh, you're right, Coach, we're not doing this. That's why we're not having success. So obviously we don't want to lose. But to me, look at Georgia, Alabama.
Yep.
I mean, I guarantee you, that Georgia coach loved them getting their tail whipped in the SEC championship. Then they face them in the championship game. I guarantee you they're a little more focused. Where Bama, we just beat this team by 35 points or whatever they beat.
You wonder how much of that was really a part of it. So
yeah, I mean it can play a factor.
Yeah.
So again, it's all about getting better and understanding you got to improve every single day, and we're doing that.
Hey, Olson chimed in. Free throws win close ball games.
Yes, sir, Olson. And that's what, honestly, if you look at it, that's. I mean, I think we went in the fourth quarter. I think we were 1 for 7. And, I mean, you make 5 of those, you win the ball game. So it goes back to with the team that hasn't had a lot of varsity experience, sometimes takes those for granted. They realize, like I told them yesterday, same routine, same thing every single time you step to the line. And it's that growth part. I mean, it gives you a chance to grow. And they know that. And I'd rather shoot that then against the Los Alamos than be on the road against Portales or Goddard and shoot that bad and shoot that poorly and then it come back to bite us when it matters.
Yeah. Well, then you got the crowds yelling and everybody's getting into the game. And
the fun part of basketball.
Well, is there anything else? Joby's going up to cover. We haven't heard back yet whether we're going to get to do video or not, but Joby's going to go up. We'll have for sure on the radio Thursday and Friday. We're still working out who's going to announce for us on Saturday.
Right.
But we're going to cover the games on the road for you. And anything else you need to mention?
No, just want to really thank. We got a 6-man club meeting tonight. Our 6-man club is very active still. It's tonight at 6 at the pit. We got our shirts in. They ordered a bunch of gear like they always do. Those come in. So tonight at 6 at the pit. We're getting ready for our 6-man tailgate, which will be packed to pit night. Our booster club is going to be meeting next week, getting ready for our big raffle. We got the golf cart raffle. If anybody hasn't bought a ticket, $20, brand new golf cart and trailer. It's sharp. So all you golfers out there, hit me up. We're going to need one for the upcoming golf season.
Yep.
So got that going on. And then we've been road warriors, so we'll be here on the road this weekend. And then on Tuesday, we're on the road in Roswell. And then we come back next Friday and have homecoming against the number 2 ranked team in 5A and Hobbs.
Yep.
So we just want to thank the community. We got such a great community and our booster club officers and all of our ladies. I want to thank our wives again. It's just so hard, Gene. People don't realize the amount of time. And I mean, I was gone all weekend. Saw my kids Sunday, yesterday practiced late. Today we got booster, 6-man. If we leave tomorrow afternoon, I won't see him again until Saturday. So it's just the grind. But I know my wife. I mean, she wouldn't have it any other way. My kids love it. I already got my son and daughter. Dad, can we go with you up to Albuquerque? I'm like, you got to talk to your mom about that one, about missing some school and doing that. But we're so blessed. Thanks to KSVP for watching, doing our games, and our administration, our bus drivers, and there's so many moving pieces that allow us to be successful. And I can't thank them enough. And go to our girls program. Good luck to them. I know they've got some games coming up, and
the game tonight got canceled.
Yeah, that's too bad. COVID, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, that's the chaparral they're missing out, and then they don't play again until Tuesday.
Oh well, so they got a week.
So they've got a week off, and they didn't get to play the game on Saturday because Ruidoso double booked the date, and I guess they flipped a coin or. Do we go to Hot Springs or Artesia? And they went to Hot Springs, and so they didn't get to play Saturday. They're not going to get to play tonight, and they're not going to play again until next Tuesday when
they got a good break.
They got a good break when they go up to Roswell with you guys. So well, thanks a lot, Coach. We appreciate it always.
Yes, sir, Gene. Thank
you.
Look
forward to covering you again this weekend, and have a good, successful trip.
And one last thing, go Niners! My Niners are playing the Cowboys.
No, wait a minute.
Hey, we're a house divided.
Did
Gene.
you just say that on the air?
Yes, I did. We're a house divided, man. My wife and my daughter love the Cowboys, and then my mother-in-law, my brother, my mom and dad, and I'm the only Niners. So Sunday's gonna be a house divided out here on 603 Quay. So hope these Niners get after it.
Well, there's a long history between the Niners and the Cowboys in the playoffs, and it hadn't been much the last few years.
Yes,
but here they are again.
It's going to be fun.
In Dallas, right? It's in Jerry's world. So.
Yeah, my daughter goes, Dad, we're going to make a bet. If the Cowboys win, you have to wear a Cowboys jersey the rest of the season next year.
What?
And I was like, Keita, I can't wear your jersey.
Olson says, go Chieftains.
Go Chief. Yeah, actually has a grandson on Shiprock.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be exciting, too. I know he's already hit me up for the bracket. I sent it to him, and it'll be good to see Olson. I hadn't seen him in a while. So.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, Olson, what are you going to wear on Thursday? You going to wear orange?
Yeah.
Or are you going to wear that turquoise and whatever color they are? and tell Olson, I ain't going to bring you a shirt, Olson, if you ain't wearing that Bulldog color. So.
All right. Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
Coach.
you, Gene. Have a good day.
All right.